Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for our main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, his opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Big George Форман.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do as round one is underway. Teddy, obviously we have a matchup that the fans love, power puncher versus power puncher. But if you're one of the two trainers, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about defense. If I can be a little bit better on defense, my power's not going away. I'm still going to be okay in that area.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Good combination. That's as good as it gets right there. A crushing uppercut by George Форман. What a good counterpunch by Big. Nice strike after catching one by Big. Halfway through this round. Good block. Oh, good stuff there. Two in a row by George Форман. That's a good block by Big. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. George Формan, of course, took part in one of the most famous fights of all time, the Rumble in the Jungle. What could he have done differently to have changed that outcome?
Nothing. Ali got into his head. That Ali made him believe that he could not beat him. That Ali made him believe that he had to submit. Because for years after that, days and hours and years, he had to deal with the knowledge that he gave in to a guy who was more together mentally than he was.
Protecting his head well with his guard. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
A headshot blocked. He missed with it. Oh, and there you go. Oh, that uppercut got him badly. Big's actually making a smart move here. He knows he needs some space, so he's pushing his man away. That's a good block by Big. Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Those uppercuts that George Foreman was able to land on Joe Frazier and winning the heavyweight title, they were lifting Joe Frazier off the ground.
You know, Joe Frazier, because of his style, as terrific as he was made to order for George Foreman.
Blocks away that headshot. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Lands the counter. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the heads. Blocks that punch. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Keep the head moving. Hit the body.
Good counter punch. Good looking right hand after he got hit. He missed with that headshot. And this round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas ringside. I'm just looking up in the corner here at this guy that just got tagged, Teddy, this fighter who just got stunned. And I'm thinking, boy, it's like the air's come out of him a bit. He looks just so dejected now.
Yeah, you know, right now he's on the side of a mountain. You know, he's up on a cliff, and he needs a rope to get down. So that's what you got to do, Joe. You don't look and say, hey, he's up on a cliff. We know that. Give him a rope. Give him advice to get down.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Good defense, just covering up down low. And there he counters back against his opponent. You know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their thing for the fight, but they're really working at it day in and day out just to make weight. What's so tough about making weight in boxing?
Well, it can weigh you down. I mean, it takes discipline. And all of a sudden,
Holy cow! Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape.
Punch it out, guys.
Able to counter that attack. Halfway through this round here. Throws a counter punch there. He missed with that headshot. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
and that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Nick's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye, on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Good defensive skill with the block by Big. Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dame to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. George Foreman's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Big George Foreman, originally from Marshall, Texas, where as a youth, Teddy, he was involved in a lot of street fights. I mean, he had a reputation as the kind of guy that you didn't mess with out and about.
You know, we've had a lot of fighters that have come out that route. Boxing has turned a lot of young men who were in trouble on the streets, turned them into not only world champions, but, you know, world champions as people that could serve society. Foreman is one of those young men.
Fires right back at him. .90 seconds to go here in this round. Oh, and there you go. George Foreman's on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. And once again, he returns fire up top. Foreman's strategy has been to control things on the outside. And the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. It's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride. And it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
Jab comes in by Big. You always say punchers are born, Teddy, but what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has some will.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what to come back at him.
Way to block there. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
There's a bad cut above his eye. Oh, and there you go. Flush to the midsection with the counter shot. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
So this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. how they're going to be remembered.
He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. Both men digging in with uppercuts. And he's able to put his punches together. That's a nice looking combo.
Well, that's the benefit of 2 and 3 instead of 1.
Foreman dismisses that with a block. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Nice block by Big. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
And there he counters back against his opponent. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Turn defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Oh, good exchange there. Able to counter that attack. 1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Big. Able to get rid of that one. Wow, look at that, trading shots. George Foreman blocks that punch. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. George Foreman's making for a very frustrating round now for his opponent because he's moving so much. He's really utilizing that ring and showing that he's got the better footwork.
Yeah, he's doing what the old timers would say, Joe. He's giving angles, keeping his opponent off balance. His opponent is strong, but he needs to be set to punch. He's making sure he doesn't allow him to get set. Doesn't give him that kind of landscape.
Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. A good block. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Keep the head moving.
This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Able to counter that attack. 1, 2 jabs. Nice block by Big. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Parries that punch intended for the head. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. Blocks that belt line well. here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Way to block there. Nice block by Форман. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Getting him into the place he wants to. That's against the ropes. 'What a fight. What a great, non-stop action fight this has been. Seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Good block. That's as good as it gets right there. A crushing uppercut by George Форман. Big's now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
No, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. That shot unable to land. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Oh, and look at this, Teddy, wasting no time getting to know each other.
No, they came right to the center ring, said hello.
Good defensive skill. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Good looking counterpunch. Good block. Now he's trying to create an opportunity here as he backs him up against the ropes. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Big. That was off the mark. Good counter punch. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Good block. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Oh, and there you go. Biggs. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Biggs down. So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown, but Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. And he goes down again. Will he get up from this? The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. That's it. The fight is over. Big George Foreman's gonna be partying tonight. A knockout victory. It doesn't get better than that. George Foreman's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights.